What is the rarest drop in Souls? It is debatable, but I would have to say it's the Ghost Blade from Dark Souls 1. To get this drop, you need to kill Banshees in New Londo Ruins for a 1% drop, and you only got 2 chances. The walk to the Banshees is 1 minute and 50 seconds. Totaling up the time it takes to get to the Banshees and kill them, you get about 60 attempts per hour to be on rate for a Ghost Blade. It should take around an hour and 40 minutes to be on rate, which isn't too bad, but that's not all. To even attack these NPCs, you need to either become cursed, use a transient curse, which lasts 5 minutes, and could be bought for 1,000 souls each, or use the cursed weapon. There's 3 cursed weapons in the game, and one of them is the Ghost Blade, which we obviously don't have. The other 2 are the Great Sword of Artorias Curse variant, and the Jagged Ghost Blade. The Great Sword would take much longer to go for on a fresh file compared to the Jagged Ghost Blade, as you need to first get the boss soul from Sif, then get the materials required to make the weapon plus 10 to combine with the boss soul, which also requires getting the ember to reinforce the weapon higher than plus 5. Then reaching a Norlondo to have the giant blacksmith ascend the weapon, so I chose to go for the Jagged Ghost Blade. You get this weapon by killing ghosts, and it's a 1% chance, but there's a big group of them, so you get much more chances than you would with Banshees. Before I start grinding for the Ghost Blade, I'm gonna need to get my account beefy enough to kill these ghosts relatively fast. After I get some levels on my account, I'm gonna need to stack up on transient curses to be able to hit the ghost. Then I have to go for the 1% Jagged Ghost Blade. On a fresh file, you can head straight to New Londo Ruins from Firelink Shrine, but I don't think it's worth grinding without some levels. Getting my account ready took me a few hours, mostly because of lack of knowledge I have on this game. Someone familiar with this game would have took 30 minutes. To get my character ready, I first headed over to the Taurus Demon to collab him real quick. Fuck. Nice try, buddy. Try to rob me last second. I like that. Dishi! Alright. I picked up a halberd and tried to farm the ghosts with it, but it felt horrible. I knew I needed something better. I don't know when I got it in my inventory, but I saw I had the Black Knight sword, and I knew it was exactly what I needed. I farmed a little bit to be able to wield it, then I seriously started to farm the ghosts. Wait, I got a drop. I got it! Boom! DC! Alright. Well, I got the first thing I need. Now I can freely hit these ghosts. I got decently lucky on the Jagged Ghost Blade. It only took around an hour of grinding. So after I got this drop, I went to reinforce it a few times so I could at least 2-hit the Banshees. To do this, I went to Ash Lake and kept killing the clams with legs. It's a 30% chance to get the Twinkling Titanite, which is solid, and I'm not playing a max anyway, just getting a few levels. After about 30 minutes, I got enough Titanite and went to Quelaag to get enough souls to level my weapon to +4. Now I'm ready to grind for the Ghost Blade. Because that's why you have to jump preemptively, because it keeps you locked in the animation if you don't jump. I got it! I got the drop! Skishi! Yeah, it only took me like 30 minutes. What? Man. Kid, that time lapse about looks so short. No, this one is pretty crazy. There's only 2 enemies and it's a 1%er, and it's a like 2-minute walk to get to them. Each attempt. Eh. I come from RuneScape. Lock in. I come from 1 out of 1,000, 30-minute raid. Lock in. Alright, let me see this. What's this looking like? Kid. Wait, I'm gonna screenshot what it looks like. In conclusion, this file took me about 6 hours. This weapon's pretty garbage. It looks cool though. Looks really cool. It's like a longer version of a dagger. The scaling on it's really bad. Like, even when you max it out, it has E scaling for strength, which is pretty random. You think it's like a dex weapon, but nope. Strength scaling for some reason. Yeah, it's pretty bad though. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. Check out my streams. I'm gonna be doing an Elden level 1 on stream, and I'm gonna try to go for some hit list attempts. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Alright, bye, love you, good bless.